Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back for another video. As always, a free way you can support the channel. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment in the comments section. I do want to say up front that I am going to talk about price action today with Bitcoin, and Bitcoin's driving the market. So Ethereum's down, Litecoin, everything else, everything's down today. Another red day. And why is that the case? You know, there's several things, and we'll get into that. But I do want to talk about why I have exited. I spent pretty much the entire morning exiting my position in Pancakeswap. But before I say that, for those of you holding cake, I do want to say one thing. And that is simply that I do believe at the end, when everything pumps, cake will pump. And so if you decide that you want to hold on to your cake, I think at the end, you will not only will you get the good returns, but you will have more cake because you're compounding that cake in your pool. Most likely your pool. I don't know if if you're farming, you're earning cake rewards. And I didn't exit 100%. I do have a farm, a stable coin farm, an RUSD, BUSD farm that has earned me $10. It's at 30% or something like that. So I'm just gonna keep that there. But as far as the cake that I was pooling, I have exited. And here's the thing with Pancakeswap. It's been a mystery for me is what's been going on here. So Pancakeswap peaked at about $43 in April. And if you remember, that was peak meme coin season. If you understand what cake is good for, that is pretty much where everybody provides access to their meme coins. You get Safe Moon, Safe Mars. You don't get Shiba Inu there, believe it or not, but people started with their meme coins on as ERC20 tokens, but then the insane gas fees made them all move over to Binance, which is where Pancakeswap, they're partnered with Binance. You need a lot of Binance. You need Binance Smart Chain as an entry point into a lot of meme coins. And so when we had peak meme coin season, I mean, that was the entry. Pancakeswap.finance, the price went up to $43 a coin. I think it was a little higher than that even. And then, just like with everything else, it bottomed out in May, and then its lowest point was July 19th. I think it got down to actually $10, not $11.28. And then it rose with the rest of the market and peaked at $26.14. But then, August 26th, the price of Bitcoin was around $50,000. And right now, as I'm making this video, the price of Bitcoin is around $55,000. So Bitcoin's higher, but Pancakeswap has been bleeding away. And I've been trying to figure out what's going on. And I think I've come to a conclusion, because this is not in track with the rest of the market. But so there is an explanation. And here's my conclusion. There's just more interesting stuff out there. There are more interesting DeFi platforms out there. And people are moving from Pancakeswap to those more interesting DeFi platforms. You have Wonderland Time. You have a lot of things on Avalanche. You have a lot of more credible sources, platforms, whatever you want to call it, than Pancakeswap. Now, Pancakeswap is partnered with Binance. I mean, but even Binance partnered with 1inch. And so there's another one. There's more options on the table when it comes to DeFi. And then when you look at the farming pairs, the pooling pairs, not pairs, but there's some good ones, Cake BNB, BUSD, BNB, but then there's a ton of cryptocurrencies it's just never heard of. What Nabox, Santos, Quid, Zoo, I don't know any of these. I mean, Porto, I'm assuming that's the Portuguese soccer team, but there's a whole lot of junk here. Lazio, a lot of Chile's cryptocurrencies. Here's my, by the way, my RUSD, BUSD pair. Oh, it's at 20% now. Still, I'm holding in there. 20% returns on stable coins is fantastic. And you go down the list. Now, there are some very good ones. Axie Infinity, BNB, C98, Win, that's a good one. But there's a lot of these pairs here that I think are just going to end up, going to very low prices. A lot of these cryptocurrencies are just junk. And so you have that. Alice BNB, that's another good one. you have a mixed bag here. There's plenty of good farming pairs, but then with pools, there's barely anything. It's a whole lot of junk. So, you got the cake staking, which is still really good returns. Where is it at? 78% or something like that right now. But then a lot of junk. It's a lot of junk that's being staked here that you can stake. And so you have that versus something else. Avalanche has better yields than 77.8%. And you have crypto.com, which I'm going to talk about in a couple other videos, has started a DeFi wallet. That DeFi wallet is very attractive. There's some platforms, some DeFi platforms that they've partnered with, and I'm going to cover those in other videos, but they've partnered with Beefy.finance, which, that's kind of a weird name, kind of a lame name, but like what I've seen at least with the crypto.com partnership is just, this is all really, really just legit. These are safe farming pairs. I mean, Crow died, crypto.com died. Krona, I might talk about that in another video. That's very new. But then everything else, stablecoin pair, BNB BUSD, Crow USDT, higher rates of returns as of right now than Pancakeswap. Crow USD, SHIB Crow. That's probably, aside from VVS and USDT, which is another one I'll talk about, that's probably the most risky pair. These are all really good farming pairs. You got Crow ETH, Crow Bitcoin. So, and then because this is new, you have these really high APYs. So, what are you going to do? You're going to stay on Pancakeswap for your 70% APY, or are you going to go somewhere that has, as of right now, this will go down 37,000% or even higher options than that. So, and then they're partnered with VVS.finance, and same deal. Not many options for VVS, but really good farming pairs that offer, as of right now, very high interest rates. And so I think that's what's going on here with this bleed. It's just there's more options on the table, and those options are more, what do you want to say? Higher rates of return, more interesting, more sexy, more exciting, newer. So there's more money to be made elsewhere. There's still money to be made with Pancakeswap. And like I said, I do believe at the end, this will pump just like everything else. And especially if we have another meme coin season at the end, which I think is going to happen. So again, if you are in Pancakeswap right now, you're in the cake token. This is not financial advice. I would not despair yet, or even I would not despair in general. Let's see where this market goes. You guys know my opinion. I believe that the market is going higher. I've presented lots of, emotionally, there's a lot of fear in the market right now, but I've presented a lot of logic trying to take fear out of this. And so, yeah, I think that Pancakeswap will go up with the rest of the market. Could these things, and, because these are new, there's risk involved. That I would say that Pancakeswap is less risky than some of these new ones, especially VVS. VVS is not that old. It's a week or two old. I think it's 18 days old. So there's a ton of risk with VVS. It's just they offer far better rates of return. So anyway, let's talk about Bitcoin. I talked about this in my live stream yesterday, and I made a TikTok. Let me go to my TikTok account real quick. But Bitcoin, when am I a bull? When am I a bear? When am I a crab? So, bull market support band, we've talked about this a lot. We are above the bull market support band. Simply, when we are above the bull market support band, I am bullish. And again, in 2017, we rode along this bull market support band pretty much all the way to the top. And then when we broke underneath the bull market support band, that was the end. And so when we are above the bull market support band, I am either a bull or a crab. I am not a bear. And then when we are below the bull market support band, or when we spend, more than a week or so below this bull market support band, I am a bear. And if we spend any amount of time more than a week below the bull market support band, I am converting a lot of my alts to Bitcoin and Ethereum. And could this happen? Could we go below this bull market support band? In my opinion, we're not going to, but we certainly can. I said in my live stream yesterday, I would give it about a 10% or less chance based off of every bullish metric that I've shared with you that I believe we are going to hold the bull market support band. But we need to be prepared in case, who knows, if the stock market crashes, which again, I shared that in my live stream yesterday. I know that's popular opinion among retail investors that the stock market crash is imminent, but I will be a contrarian most of the time to general retail investment sentiment. And so, but if that were to happen, yes, we will spend some time below the bull market support band. But again, 10% or less chance. I think we're going to hold this. I think that this is a decent time for entries. And so, and I would play it safe with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and let's see some confirmed riding along this band before another move upward. I just think that's what's in the cards right now. So the thing that I shared on my TikTok account, and this will be about it, is the market right now, in my opinion, I don't know why I'm having to verify here, the market right now is pricing in the potential of an unveiling of a tapering package. Now, watch this video, Bullishness to Crabbiness, the next Federal Reserve, Federal Open Market Committee, FOMC meeting is on the 14th, and then they end on the 15th. And so between now and the 15th, I am not a bull, I am a crab. And I know that for a lot of people, that's going to be torture. We've experienced plenty of times like this where I remember at the end of October, we got to $66,000 and I basically said, hey, I think that was the peak, $67,000. I think that was the peak for the rest of the month. And so then we crabbed, and I remember that was a rough time. And I think it's going to be another rough time where it's amazing, but crab markets can be just as torturous as bear markets. And so I feel like that's what we have going in front of us. I would love to be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But again, next 12 days or so, I'm expecting crabbiness. I'm expecting us to hold this support band or to enter into it like we entered in September, held that 20-week simple moving average very well, got below the 21 EMA. And so, yeah, I'd recommend checking this out. I am for the next 2 weeks, I'm a crab. And I think that is how it's going to play out. But this floor will rise. The 20-week simple moving average, the 21-week EMA, this floor will rise, and the price of Bitcoin as we're riding along with it will rise as well. And so somebody asked me on my live stream yesterday what I think a month close price is going to be. And I don't know, but I said something like $62,000. I just think we need some time riding along this band before the next wave up. And any bit of news, anything that changes that, we will adjust like we always do. One thing that I think could send this much higher sooner, and this is really my only thing that I would say, all right, you know what? No, we're going to pop again, is, like I said, the market, the stock market, the crypto market is pricing in a potential unveiling of a tapering package on the 14th or 15th. What if I should keep these windows open or have these windows open? What if the Fed decides we're not going to taper? So job growth in November, a huge disappointment. This is the big news of the day. This is why stocks are down. This is why crypto's down. Which actually, I mean, personally, I think that this is why crypto should respond well to this, because, all right, what's the Fed going to do with this information? November jobs report, payrolls grew by 210,000 jobs, which is not good. Unemployment rate falls to 4.2%. This is way, way below the expected jobs added to the system. And unemployment rate at the same time is falling. What's going on? People don't want to work. People don't want to work. So 550,000 expected jobs revised to 546,000. That was the expected number of non-farm payroll jobs that were supposed to be added, that they were estimating would be added in November. And instead it was 210,000. And so what does the Fed do with this information? That's the question. All right. So, I mean, unemployment rate falling to 4.2%. That just means people are leaving the system. But I mean, based on a number, if you're just looking at those numbers, hey, that's a good sign. You know, the economy's back. But payrolls, I know that that's going to be a concern for the Fed. So what if they respond by being like, okay, you know what? We need more time. We're not going to taper yet. So we will see. But last thing, as of this week, bear market buying guide. The bear market buying guide is released. I have the goal for this is at the very bottom of the bear market, from the very bottom of the bear market to the peak. The goal would be for at least a 20x return. I have 25 videos, about 4 hours worth of content and counting. I'm going to continue to add to this content and hopefully get this to 100 videos between now and the next in the next couple of years, between now and the next halving, I should say, which is 27 months from now. So check it out, worldwarbitcoin.teachable.com. I give 6 different categories of things that I'm looking into in the bear market. It is a one-time cost of $27. The initial reports that I have heard from those who have purchased the bear market buying guide is that the content is great. And so I hope that that's the case. If you are not satisfied, there is a satisfaction guarantee. And if you're not satisfied, there's a satisfaction. Anyway, I will give you a refund. No worries about it. I'll give you a refund a year from now if you're not satisfied with it. So anyway, that is all I have for today. I am probably going to come out with another video reviewing one of these two, beefy.finance or vvs.finance, later today. And so that's what I have in the works today. So otherwise, I will see you in another video. I hope you have a great weekend. Smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you're planning on doing this weekend in the comment sections. Have a good one. Peace.